This week's story is brought to you by the letter F. Here is our capital F. When we write a letter F, we write dirt at the top, big line down, frog hop to the top, little line across, frog hop to the middle, little line across. When we write the lowercase f, we also start at the top, curve up and around and straight down, and a little line across the middle. Now let's see what things begin with the letter F this week. We have football. We have the number 4. We have a fan. We have a fish. We have a fork. And finally, we have a feather. Now remember, every story we tell has to have a character. The character has to be a person or an animal. We see one animal this week, and it is the fish. So he will be our character. I also know that our story has to have a setting. And the setting tells us when and where. It tells us when and where. So the fish lives in the ocean. So the ocean is where our story is going to happen. It's going to happen one morning, a cool morning. And I'm going to remove all of our other things so Fish can tell us his story. Here we go. One cool morning, Fish was swimming around in the water. He was so bored and wanted something to play with. Just then, a bird flew over, and a feather fell out of the bird. And Fish said, "Oh, great! Here is a feather for me to play with." So he played with that feather. He pushed it around in the water. It floated on top of the water. And then somebody plugged in a fan. When they plugged in that fan, it made his feather blow away. Fish was feeling very sad. He lost his feather, and now he doesn't have anything to play with again. A little bit later, a football lands in the water. And Fish says, "Oh, cool. I love watching football. Maybe I can play with this football." So he throws the football, and it lands on top of the water. He swims over to pick it up, and he throws it to the other side, and he swims over to pick it up. Notice the football also floats on the water. He got tired after a little while and began to get hungry. He went in and got his fork, and he got himself 4 pieces of fish food for him to eat. 4 pieces of fish food that he could use his fork and scoop up and eat, all 4 of them. Let's count to the number 4 while he's eating those fish food. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bites of fish food that he ate with his fork. Boys and girls, that's the end of our story for today. I hope you come back next week.